May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama?
Who is that?
You risk your life, Alfred King.
Huh?
I have invited you here
What?
to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
YouTubers, this is me, BeevDawg, and welcome to Dawg Flix, part 37 for Assassin's Creed. That's right, we are taking a trip, and as you can see, I've just strolled out in my Sony pyjamas today. I just thought I'd be a bit of a Sony pony for once. I've been neglecting my PlayStation for all the exclusives on the Xbox lately, and all that space malarkey, but I just wanted to get back to Assassin's Creed, get back to the goodness, and back onto Eivor's journey. Now, YouTubers recently did this Nottingham story arc. Now we're moving on to the Winchester story arc. We have to go down there and meet a man in a white robe of some kind, speak some cryptic language like a password, like a secret meeting, and we'll find out who our secret contact is, who has basically been feeding us information of who the Red Hand are throughout Lunden and Jorvik. So YouTubers, let's find out who's behind the darkness, the shadows. Let's play on the PS5!
The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawkshit stained my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house.
So YouTubers, we are in Wiltshire. We are on the doorstep of King Alfred himself. Look how posh it is down here. So we are probably unlikely to be wanted here. But we are here to speak with the man in white, which we shall find. The man in white who has revealed the people of the behind the Red Hand. Let's go find him.
This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
Hello. And we have a man in white right here. Let's go up and speak to him.
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It's you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
Charisma level 4. Take me as I am, a lowly pagan.
Why deny the pleadings of an unwashed pagan who aches to know God? Take me as I am, and I will do your Lord's bidding.
How great is the burden of learning for one so unworthy. But I see that no amount of instruction in the Lord's words will save your soul. Come.
Hey, I have the linguistical tongue because I've been doing extra
Who am I to meet, priest? I cannot stand waiting in silence.
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush. You're prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
So if anyone remembers from recent memory of the previous chapter, we had to meet a man in white and we had to say those words to him. And let's get some answers. Who knows who the people of the Red Hand are?
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Your God fears death as mine do. It was an amusing tale. You have a fine skill for drama.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama?
Who is that?
You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal
What?
terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke is a member of the Order as well. The wolves biting at my skirts grow craftier by the day.
King
How
Alfred
much do you know
himself.
of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the Quill, the Sikhs, free men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
Your God is not strong enough. Why would you trust me?
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in Lunden and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. If I made it easy for them, they might even return Sigurd to me.
I would return him to you myself, if I knew where they were holding him. But Fulke's treachery has blindsided me as well.
Then promise me a reward I
Well.
can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my Reeve Goodwin was not at his post.
A man you trust?
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come.
Wow. So... he's locked the door. Don't blame him. So... practically, King Alfred is
I
the
need
one
to find this Reeve Goodwin.
that summoned me. That was a shock to the system. And now, I need to find this Reeve Goodwin. So it looks like Fulke has betrayed King Alfred. So, and we know that Fulke is part
Are
of
you
the
spying on
Templar
me?
Order.
Scarpa! She's on to us!
Who's that?
Goodwin gone. and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him?
Say good night.
Come on then. Good night for you. Oh, missed. Oh, chicken's after me as well. Woo! Whoa.
You hurt.
Where did that wolf come from? Investigate Goodwin's house.
Papers thrown on the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks. Or the guards destroying evidence.
Cease your snooping, or I will...
Okay. Looks like the guards were burning evidence.
Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison.
Find and rescue Goodwin. Okay, YouTubers, we're here at the gated entrance. We're gonna go and get Goodwin and find out what's going on in a bit more detail. Just found the key, lying around like you do.
Thick walls and thicker guards.
Straight through the main door. Let's find Goodwin. Come on, Goodwin, come out to play. You want to play too? Oh,
I see what you
whoa. Oh, he's got a wolf, is he now? What's going on with this wolf? Who's this wolf? Pick on the wolf. You bastard. I can hear it click his head. Goodwin. Goodwin.
A genuine Winchester.
Here it is.
These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go, before they find their wolf has fled his cage.
Yes, Goodwin.
Let's regroup beyond the walls!
Oh, Goodwin's right here.
I am grateful for your help.
It's a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favored Reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but defiled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They're dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name doesn't rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believes the Sikhs is dead.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the Sikhs.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
Alfred believes this. What can you tell me of the Quill?
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
Alfred believes this. What?
The gallows? What do you know of him?
Must be another Reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn.
Good
Of
assumption.
course. That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
First target.
Winchester mourns a good bishop and a strong, virile man. He can find his peace with God.
Order member unveiled.
Selwyn, Warden of Fifth, assassinate the gallows. He performs executions in the town square of Wincestre. Paladin is Selwyn. The gallows. Selwyn came from a rich family where he was used to lording it over servants and serfs alike. He did not take kindly to his father's drinking, gambling, womanizing, and dissipating the family fortune. He views his lineage with shame and distaste. He had to drag himself up from the filth and shed the moral decrepitude that results in giving the weak freedom.
Okay, let's go and assassinate someone. Okay, YouTubers, we're here at the markets for our first kill. There he is.
Good people of Winchester, open
Selwyn.
your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is a baying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
Oh my god. Talk about freedom of
Winchester
speech.
has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
Oh god, here he goes. Oh. Assassinate the gallows.
In the grain store, and Alfred has set the traps. You cannot steal and be welcome at our hearths. You cannot slander and keep your tongue. You cannot walk freely through our streets.
There is no longer freedom in Winchester.
None is safe from his blade.
Who has the right to determine the fate of the
You've had enough,
if not
friend.
the goodly people of Winchester? I am but your humble servant. Leona,
Hide amongst the crowd. It's not working. Right, take him out. Oh, Selwyn's not that hard. Whoa, what are you doing? Eivor! Oh, that's him. Now to take out the crowd. Come on then. Whoa! Oh! Oh shit! Oh! Right, time for some axes. Oh yes. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. Let's take this kill first. Confirm the kill.
Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few? To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove.
You grind your heels into the backs of freed men, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
And there's your hang. There's the rope to hang yourself.
You are only
That's
a
it.
man, Reeve. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree.
She's done one then. Whoa. Take that. Okay, YouTubers, we're just gonna stop right there. Jaw drop. Yeah, that's a jaw drop. King Alfred was the man behind the whole thing the whole time. Apparently, Fulke is part of the Order. King Alfred isn't. King Alfred just wants to be king, run his country and rule, which is understandable, and the Order basically wanted to take King Alfred out and have someone as king to basically take over England. The Order just like to get into every tiny little nook and cranny, like to take over in the shadows and basically rule through whispers. People can't see it through their obvious eyes. However, Eivor has allied himself with King Alfred and we've taken out Selwyn the Gallows, who is one of 3 contacts. Apparently one of them is dead, so I'm not too sure about that. I don't believe it until I see it. However, I want to know where this story arc goes. It's kind of the last of a trilogy of story arcs. We had the Lunden story arc, very basic, boring story arc. Jorvik was a bit different and it had like this one, an ongoing story besides just killing 3 of the Red Hand, which it entwined into something else, which I'm more invested in this story arc. Again, I want to see what happens with King Alfred. He's a very well-known person throughout history and also not just an historic influence but also a major character in the whole play with Sigurd, the Order and Fulke. So it looks like there's no influence of Fulke in this story arc. However, we'll see where it goes. Will we team up with King Alfred? We'll find out. We've met Goodwin. Goodwin is his right hand man. Maybe we might be able to recruit him, maybe get King Alfred on our side. King Alfred doesn't know where Sigurd is. So many questions that need answers to. YouTubers, if you enjoyed this story arc, go down there and smash that like button. Let's destroy that YouTube algorithm together. And if you're new here, consider scrolling on over to the other side, hitting that subscribe button if you want future videos from this channel, and if you want notifications as to when those go live, just ring-a-ling that ding-a-ling bell. And YouTubers, if you want your own copy of Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the PS5, it's been out for a while now. There is an affiliate link down in the description below if you want to go and purchase your own copy. It's still the latest Assassin's Creed game out there if you haven't jumped on the train yet. And you'd be helping us out massively if you were to purchase your own copy. However, if you just want to come by and interact with the channel, there are my socials right here. If you want to hit me up, anything Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And YouTubers, I'm your host for Dawg Flix as always. BeevDawg.